I'm going to, there's certain parts that I want to have exposed when I add another layer of the paint over to give it more of a peeled paint look, like an old, yeah, an older look. I don't know how to explain.
Vintage.
Vintage, yes. And I put on a thick layer because I found that if I put on a thin layer, that when the paint and the Vaseline could not come off as easily. So I like to add a thick layer. And when I say thick, and I like to add it to the sides because I have found that if I add it to the middle and want to add, if I want to paint something in the middle, then the Vaseline will, yeah, it will bring up the other piece if I heat set it. So I like to do it around the sides.
Does it kind of act like a wax relief?
Yes. Yes.
So then the paint is going to go on top of the Vaseline.
Correct.
And the Vaseline will protect the areas of the paper that you want to be exposed in with the paint.
Correct, because when you add this other layer of paint, you will cover up the majority of this other than what you have laid the Vaseline down on. Does that make sense? Okay. I have a hard time explaining, so if you don't understand, please ask.
So it's kind of like a frisket that you would use in a painting to cover it up, and then you peel that off.
Right.
I do love your blue you use.
I do.
It's great.
What color
What
is
is that color?
This is called peacock teal.
Okay.
Peacock teal.
I was just halfway expecting this little blue board to come.
Yeah.
Right on her shoulder.
So cute.
That really applies easily.
Yes. Yes, I really like it. It's although I haven't made a mess yet at home. By now I've spilled it on myself or the floor. I'm like, oh gosh. So, but what I will like about this is when it's done, you will see all the crinkly, the texture that's come through. So this does take a little minute to dry. So if you have a question.